and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. We also talk about classic diamond art, and I will have this on my playlist on my channel On the Hook Crochet for those of you who might be interested in diamond painting. I have recently picked this up. It's a really nice hobby. I've enjoyed it so much, and in doing so I decided I would start the Summer with the Masters project that is sponsored by the two nice ladies on the web who have diamond painting YouTube channels, and they are Katie at Diamonds and Washi, and I believe it's Jessica at Tiny Worlds of Wonder, and they're both so talented young women. I really appreciate their insight, and all the diamond painting YouTubers out there. I've enjoyed watching you as I'm diamond painting. So today I wanted to show you an unboxing. I've been waiting for this kit for a long time. I know you can't tell what that is, but I bought it from Home Craftology. It is the girl with the pearl earring, which was my original selection for Summer with the Masters. And since I couldn't do this one because it didn't arrive fast enough, the other one came earlier, and it was Garden at Argenteuil by Monet, and I really grown to love that. It's a very large canvas, and I've been working on it diligently, and I'm almost all the way through with one side of the painting and one column. I'm excited about that, but it's not something that I'm going to be able to finish very soon, and I do want to continue working on it because I am going to hang it over my fireplace, so I'm really excited about that. But this particular diamond painting was one that I ordered. I don't know how big it is. I have forgotten, and when I get to my work table I'll show it to you, but I'm going to open it on camera and you can see what's in the box, and maybe later I will kit this up and show you how that turned out as well. I'll probably just put that on the end of this video, and if I decide to work on it, I'll show you the progress that I'm making. If I decide to be monogamous about my diamond painting, then I'll work on my garden, and I'll do this later in the year or whenever it is I finish the garden. So join me at my work table and let's open this up and see how it looks. Here I am at my work table, and I hope to see the girl with the pearl earring in here. So I'm excited. I'm going to open this just from the end here and see if I can do this fairly quickly. If not, I might run this a little bit faster or run it up to another point, but here it is, Home Craftology. Let me get this out of here. There we go. Just open the whole thing. Alright, here's their box, and let me get this where you can see it. This is Home Craftology. They have labeling on their box, which is kind of nice. This is a company that I hadn't bought from before. I'm trying to buy diamond paintings from different companies, and this was one that I had heard about. The owner has appeared on some national shows, some national news shows, and I thought I would give this a try. It says Home Craftology Premium 5D Diamond Painting Kit, and it tells you how to work on it, just a little bit of instruction there. So let's get into the end of it here and see what we have. Y'all can see that. Home Craftology. Alright. Looks like you can get this all out at one time. Here's the canvas. It's rolled in a very loose manner. Let's put that aside. And let's see what we have here. Maybe, here we go. Here's our kit. The kit has the regular, I do like the fact that it has one of these containers. I love my Diamond Dots container that you just screw the top on just a little and keep your wax in there, and it stays nice and soft and wet. The the tweezers, and there is a pen in there. This is a sparkly pen and a white tray. So that's what's in the kit. Now we have a list of instructions here. The pen, tweezers, it tells you everything that's in there and how how to do a diamond painting. It's pretty easy. It's not difficult to get started. You just have to get started. A lot of black. Look at all that black. Oh my, look at this. They're all little tiny bags too. I don't understand that. Y'all see that? These are tiny little bags, and there are tons of them. I don't even know what color they are. They're not labeled, but there are. Look at all of them strung in a string here. There's another string. Now, when you see the canvas, you'll see what I mean about why there's so much black. But all that right there, it's all the black. Now, or maybe it looks like some of it's navy blue. Excuse me. I see a little bit of trash in there. But it looks like there might be some navy blue in this and some black. Black and navy blue. So I'll work with that later. Let's put that aside. And here's some other colors. They do put the DMC numbers, it looks like, on the color bags. And there are some color bags in here with beautiful colors. I'm not going to go over every one of them, but it shouldn't be too hard to kit this up. I'll probably leave most of these dark in the bags and just use them as I need to. But my guess is there's going to be some color blocking on the outside of the girl. The background is all very, very dark, and I'll show you that picture here in 1 second. That is The Girl with a Pearl Earring by Johan Vermeer, painter from the Netherlands. This was painted in 1650. 1650. Now, here's the sheet with all the colors and the symbols. The symbols look like they might be pretty easy. These two look very similar. R and S, I'm sure I can figure that out. The rest of them are fairly different from each other. It looks like I think I counted 38 colors. Yes, there's T, which must be, it's 939. That might be a navy blue. I don't know, but it says I need 16,852 drills of that, and I guess that's all the same color that I pulled out before in all these bags. My guess is that all these bags are the same color. They're not labeled. Oh yes, they are. I'm sorry about that. It says 939, so yes, that would be 16,852 drills in that particular color, and it looks like navy blue. So that's the background here, must be navy blue. So I'm looking at this, and I'm not apprehensive or anything, but let's look at the canvas. Let's look at the canvas. Now I'm going to roll this around this way because I've seen so many other people do this, so I'm good with it. I'm going to just roll it this way and get it to lay flat. The canvas looks very, very nice. It's almost like a fabric. It's very nice. It doesn't feel cheap or anything. So let's turn her around. Oh, isn't she pretty? Oh yes, there's some color blocking in here. All of this is the exact same color. I don't see any confetti in there. This shouldn't take long at all if I use my multi-placer. I'll have to use, can you get a 20 multi-placer? I don't know, but I can do it. I can do it. It's mostly, actually most of it is the background, and she just isn't that much part of it. This is even the same background right there, and so is this. So look at that. Yes, that's the shadow on her back. So they use the same color there. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I can't wait to see it. I may just go ahead and start on it, because I could probably finish this before I finish my garden at Argenteuil by Monet. I think I could probably finish this faster because it's mostly color blocking. Even here there's no confetti. It's mostly all color blocking. And then I should be able to finish her pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kit this up, and I'm not going to put y'all through that because I'm a novice at it, so I don't even know which containers I'm going to use. But looking at these, I probably could use pretty much any container. There aren't that many of each color. See, look at this. This is just one little section of blue. Now that I've done a few diamond paintings, I really appreciate the fact that a a manufacturer will put a legend on one side and then an upside down legend on the other. I think that was really smart. I think my Craft Ease was like that, so that when you turn the canvas around and you work on this end, then you can see the legend up here. Now I could do it this way, where I section it off this way and mix the background up with the girl, and I could probably do that, and that would probably be the smartest thing to do. At first thought, I would probably do the background first, but at second thought, I'm thinking I might section it this way, and so I don't get bored. I would get totally bored if I'm just doing the background, so that wasn't smart. I probably won't do that. I will work in sections, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to kit this up, and then I will be back and show that to you. Okay, part 2 of my video is at the work table, and I'll step back and show you what my work table looks like. This is my easel right here, and my brand new diamond painting, Girl with a Pearl Earring. And I have already done this much along the bottom. Let me zoom in here and show you what that looks like. This entire background is the same color. And I'll show you in a second about all the diamonds that go here. There are thousands of them. But I have done this much. I've used my multi-placer along here. And then I've started over here. And today I'll probably work on this young girl right here to keep me from getting too bored with this dark blue color. So that's how I'm working. I'm also peeling back the plastic right here. And I have it flipped over and a placer right here with a magnet on it so that it will hold the plastic back. So that's where I am on this particular project. And I think I'm going to pursue this for a few days, and then I may go back to my garden at Argenteuil. Here is another thing that I'm doing to help me be more productive. I have the inventory sheet slipped underneath the edge here and taped, just barely taped there, and it allows me to see the symbols. Now the symbols are not hard to read if you look down through here, and I've numbered each one of the colors according to the number on the sheet. So when you get down here into the letters, I'm still numbering, like 12 is F, 13 is G, and so on. Now over here, let me show you why I did that. The legend on this painting is too small. I can barely see it. Look how tiny that is. And because it's on the canvas, it's also a little bit grainy, so it's hard to read the symbols here. I can barely read that one. There's just some difficulty in reading them. Plus, they're very, very small, and they're up at the top corner. So what I did was I moved over here, and I slid the inventory sheet under the edge, and that way I can quickly see what symbols I'm working on. And as I move toward the top of the diamond painting, I may move this up to make it easier for me to see the symbols on the painting. So as you can see, they're very easy to see. It's a very clear canvas. All the symbols are very, very easy to see. And as you can see, these are all the letter T across here, all around her, all around the back of her. All the background is done in that one color. There's no confetti in there. So that should be pretty quick. I'm using a multi-placer, and here it is right here. I'm pointing with it. This is the number 6 multi-placer, and on the other end is, I believe this is a 6 and this is a 4. And I've been using this. Honestly, I've just been using this to place the drills, and I'm doing pretty well. I'm learning to get them straight, so it's not a big deal. There's a little piece right there I need to fix, but this is a poured glue canvas, so it is much more forgiving than the double-sided adhesive glue canvas that I'm using, that came with the garden at Argenteuil. So I'm working harder with that one because this is much more forgiving. The glue is deeper, and so you can move the drills around if you need to adjust them. They're very easy to move. Double-sided adhesive is not as forgiving. Now let's walk over here and look at my colors. I kitted this up last night, and what I did was I labeled each box as a number 1 to 38, and that's how many colors are in this particular canvas. And these match the numbers on the inventory sheet right here. So I can tell that number 1 is the symbol 1 with a little purple circle behind it. So I go over here to number 1, grab these drills, and put them in my drill caddy. So actually this is really easy. These are easy to grab. This is the Elizabeth Ward storage system. I took out some of the boxes and put in all these extra drills I had for the background. I'm going to keep them in here till I need them, and then I'll cut them open and I'll put them into the box where they're supposed to go. Number 21 is the background, so I'm going to do that. And also in here, I bought a while back some beautiful AB drills from Diamond Dots, just as a fluke. I just wanted to see how they looked. This painting actually has the white AB drills that I'm going to put on the earring, and I might even put some around her collar, maybe around the top of her hair covering there, her scarf, and I might dude it up a little bit with that. I also, in my packet were some yellow AB drills, and I might use those on her outfit here. I'll have to see, but I think I'm going to accent her scarf in the yellow. I might just do these in AB drills. I just think that would be really pretty, and it's kind of give it a little bit of a kick. It wouldn't be so plain. There are no AB drills in this kit. And then there's some blue here that I matched up with some blue in her scarf, so I might use some in there as well. I'm going to use some of these AB drills because I've seen other YouTubers do that and add them to their kits, and they really do make the picture so much more beautiful. So I have those 3 colors in here, the background colors, and then all of my other colors are already kitted up and ready to go. Some have very few drills. Look at that. There's hardly any in there, but I have them all labeled here, so they're ready to go, and I'm working on this particular painting. So I'll keep you up with my progress. I'm really excited about this. I think I'm going to try to work on it for a few days and then go back to my garden. So I'll let you know how the progress goes, and thank you for joining me today.